still says syncing on my end.
No, it says live. Hello, everyone.
Are we live? No, we're not.
Yes,
Now
we
are
are.
we live?
Yes, we've been live. They're saying, "Hey-o."
Can you guys see us?
Yeah.
I swear, dude, on my screen, it's just I can see us, but it's like grayed out, and there's a gray box over all three of us, and it still says syncing, allocating some resources.
Oh, weird. Yeah, mine is in the top
Okay.
right. It says live.
All right,
My
good.
camera always freezes every live, so
What? Why is Josh? Well, Josh asked, "Why am I giving pants away? What's the story with that?"
Hey, no show gun reviews. What's up, dude?
Hey, what up? Dude, that kid's been awesome too. He's been coming in and like comments and all kinds of stuff. So big love. Thanks for the love, man.
You guys are just here for the Shot Show swag giveaway, aren't you?
Dude, can we talk for a minute? Like, me and Jason thought it was so funny. We've been good, man. We thought it was so funny where we went to that PSA booth and we did that video on the 2011
last day.
and like it was on the last day. It was a nothing burger, right? We were just like, hey, like, because Jason,
I was like, yeah, I messed with it. I was like, dude,
Yeah.
come check out this 2011 that they have.
you saw it like days ago, like days before I did, because you were running around, you were poking around doing something else when I was having to talk to somebody else. And you're like, dude, check the thing out. It's pretty cool. Like, all right, well, just get my thoughts on like messing with it. I was like, okay, cool. And it's like, yeah, it's cool. Like coming from Staccato, it's way better. I was like, oh, it's pretty good. I'm interested to see what happens. Wow, like people
Yeah.
are so mad. Like, how dare you talk about?
There's no way PSA can be better than Staccato.
You guys are horrible. Just even talking about it. Like, I don't think that's how the world works at all. But okay,
Dude, it got over 100,000 views in like 2 days.
Yeah, it was like it's literally me going like this. That's not bad.
Yeah, significantly better. The trigger's really good.
Because that HD trigger is poo poo. But that's just with the design of it. Like, that's just the way that design is done. It's not a new design at all. It's an older style. So
Steve Brogdon says, would you guys be interested in armor reviews?
Yeah, it's hard. Joe did that a while ago. I think it's hard because, like, testing it, there's just a lot to that. You know, you really got to talk. Do you get into backface deformation, or do you not care? Like, either you basically just shoot plates in a trash can, or you do the whole gamut. I don't think there's a good in between.
yeah.
What do you?
I would definitely, if I had 2 plates, I would definitely go out there and shoot one with a bunch of rifle rounds, and then see how many 5.56 it takes to get through it. I have no problem with it, but it's not very sciencey, and then everybody wants to complain that we didn't do NRIJ
Yeah, it's like
double C standards, and we didn't do this, and we didn't put a rack of ribs behind it to see if it broke a rib. Like,
you guys don't even know that the amount of comments are so stupid.
Right. I'll definitely go out and shoot a plate. Like, I have no problem putting a plate up. I'm shooting that cardboard anyway. What's the difference in strapping a plate up? I'll do that.
And Agilite, so to give you guys some background, Agilite and RMA and a couple others have asked us if we want. I think even RTS asked if we wanted to shoot at some plates.
Yeah.
And I said, I was like, we just don't have a good way to do it. Like, there's just not a good, like, I mean, we could just shoot, like I said, like Joe, we could just put it up and shoot at it, like whatever. It's just, is it that's super scientific? No, but is a 308.
Right.
It's nice to know. Like, we did that one of the LA Police Gear that Joe did, and it was like he did like a corner shot of what is that, a 30-06?
30-06, dude. Didn't stop there.
I was like,
Josh,
and I think it was 6. Sorry, go on.
Go for it. I'll read that.
It was 6 rounds of green tip concentrated.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
And seeing that was pretty impressive. Like, you kind of like, yeah, backface deformation may come into play, but you're starting to see. I mean, you see a good idea of what the
ability is.
You're not like, I wonder if to do this.
Mainly shooting those plates was more selfish than anything, dude. That's what I wanted to buy for my own plates and run in my kit. And I wanted to make sure that it was actually going to stop around, dude. So if I could get some free plates to shoot, and I know the plates that I bought are good, then yeah, of course I'm going to do that.
Yeah. So I guess Steve Brogdon, that's a long answer of saying we will. Let us know. Steve says, I would love to know how durable plates are to go prone and or crawling on the ground. Part of the NIJ testing, they have to fall from 6 feet, I think, 5 feet. They have to fall and hit the ground. There was actually a long test done that I used in a video talking about the how plates work, and the Army and like they took like plates from 1990, and they took plates from the 50s that were way expired, all broken, and everything, and they shot at them, and they still
Yeah.
blocked all the rounds.
The
Sorry, Jason.
prepared Scotsman's here says, "Hey, how are we?" He messaged in Discord that he was going to pop in because he can't sleep
Oh,
again. Forgot what time is it over there?
probably like
TPS. It's like 4 a.m. or something.
Sorry, you had that comment up forever too, and we didn't ever talk about it.
Josh said, "Did you pass by Spiritus Systems? I saw their new plate carrier looks good. Also, the Dynamic Principles plate carrier is teasing me." We did not go by the booth. We did talk to the Agilite guys, and one of them said that he went by and he was like, "It's honestly pretty good." I mean, it is one more LV than the previous one, so
Yeah, and that's what
it's got
matters.
that going for it.
Yeah, it's got plus one LV.
Dude, it was. We talked about this last week, but it was so funny how Walsh's back was to me as he's clickety clacking away editing the video. I was like, "Oh, Spiritus has a new plate carrier. Guess what it's called?" And he was like, he stops. Everything's just quiet. He's like, "Ugh, the LV 120." I was like, "Yeah."
And you're like, guess what it has? And I'm like, I don't even turn to look at him. I don't even, like. I still just sit there with my eyes closed, just angry. I'm like, bungee lashing. He's like, yeah, they upgraded it. I will say from a Spiritus, like I think the thing to remember is like, yeah, we can be mean to Spiritus, but we have to call things good when things are good. I do like seeing how they realize that other people in the world go to the gym, so they don't just have straight shoulder straps anymore. They actually have angled shoulder straps. I don't like how the straps come from the front of the plate carrier. I think Dynamic Principles solve that in a much smarter way, and they still use bungee lashing. They did it smarter. I think it's it's one LV, but it's still not the. I wouldn't put it as my best plate carrier. I don't think it can stand up against the MEPC or the DPC or the Agilite carriers at all. I think it's still going to be way down the list.
Calling something good one thing, but from a company that can't take constructive criticism, you just said so many negative things that now you're going to get a threat of violence yet again.
Oh yeah, like, how dare you? Don't have enough.
Yeah, so Joe would have been upset. We did not go by the booth. Walsh was like, "Should we go over there and like bury the hatchet and like say sorry?" And I was like, "No,
Jason's like,
we're not."
Thank
We didn't
you,
even go in. We didn't even go into the
room
that they were in.
No,
perfect.
Yeah,
it's like out there in spirit.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Should we be the bigger person? Jason's like,
no.
Like, good point. Good point. We have no reason to do that.
Yeah. I will say, if you guys, so right next to Agilite is Darn Tough Socks, and Agilite wants to expand their booth. They want to have a bigger booth, but like the place behind them, which is Notch. Yeah, there's some feet pics. So Notch hats. I don't know if you've seen the hats that have like the notch cut out. So you wear glasses.
For glasses. Mm-hmm.
So they're behind Agilite, and Darn Tough is right next to Agilite. And neither one of those want to give up their space to let Agilite have a bigger booth.
They get so much foot traffic. I wouldn't
because of Agilite.
No way. We will be walking around. Me and Jason will be going around, and everything else will be dead. Just completely dead. And we go to visit the Agilite guys. We're like, all right, it's probably time we can go like BS with them. There's no one going to be around.
No.
Nope.
Never.
Yeah, that's the same exact setup it went last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I went over and talked to Darn Tough Dude. I was all happy. I'm like, man, I got some of you guys socks and just bought a bunch more. And the guy was just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't do anything. They just like we all sell socks. Like, do you want to talk about it at all? Like, no, you can go to our website. Like, okay, bye.
Yeah. Dude, it's pointless for them to be there. Why are they there?
Yeah, I don't get it
either. Justin Squires, the Dynamic Principles SLPC is fire, and the back flap makes it even better. Pretty sure Walsh and I are the only ones with the back flaps.
Oh, they weren't very many of them for sale. I will say the SLPC is really good because I think a lot of people, when they get started, even in our group, to some degree, you kind of start with a chest rig because it's cheaper, and then it ends up in a pile that you never use. I think I have a couple of them that were from the beginning. I have no idea where they are now. And the SLPC is just such a better place to start.
Oh, man.
Joe, I got a question for you, though. Because I've kind of, now you guys don't know this. Well, some of you guys know this. I've really, after 5 years of Joe kicking butt with 6mm arc, I am now the 6mm arc fanboy. And I went out and shot that executive. Oh my goodness. Dude, I had to have, we're talking a gas gun shooting 6mm arc. I had to have been shooting, quarter
half MOA. Quarter MOA?
Quarter to half MOA, to the point where I couldn't see the hole I was shooting, and I shot 4 shots inside of each other, and I was like, I can't tell if I'm just missing. Like I thought my scope had just come out of alignment, so I aimed lower and shot another shot, and I was like, I shot 4 in the same hole. So okay, so my question to you, Joe, what is the? I guess something we have to test is what's the impact power of 6 arc? Like, is it?
I don't know, dude.
That's
Honestly, I don't. It's more than a 5.56.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is it still? Are you still in 3A or not 3A, but like level 3, or are you starting to get into level 4, or is it like?
No, I think you're in level 4. Moving too fast for 3. I
would
think.
Yeah.
But Jason surprises me every time. He's like, 3 will stop 308. So maybe not.
It sounds like we're about to start the armor review channel. Like,
Yeah, like send the plate. I'll shoot it.
yeah. Well, maybe we just need to get some. I mean, I'm sure. Like, so Agilite did talk about like, hey, if some of those new protector plates they have, if we like, do you guys want to shoot some? And I was like, let me talk to the boys. I was like, I just don't have a good way to do it, but.
I think the actual test, you're supposed to have like clay behind the.
Yeah, that's why I said that.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that at all.
Tie it to a tree, and there you go. This is the Joe test. Like, did it bust through the tree? Like, nope.
One of them rubber dummies. Like, I'm just gonna shoot the crap out of it. I'll put a shooting C behind it.
What's shooting C?
I got it.
One of those targets that turn green when a bullet goes through it.
Oh, yeah, the visible ones.
So you guys, condition 1 was not giving away pistol cases this year.
Oh, let's all. So first off, hold on, Brooke. Before you do that, for number 1, let's all do a boo-boo for condition 1. And there is a company who we don't even work with yet, and we're reaching out to work with them that we're super impressed with. So we don't even have any of their cases, and we were impressed mostly because there's this weird
pull it up.
It's like a shuriken system. It's like, that's what I want to call it, where you can connect these pieces in, and you can actually change the foam design out as you go. So it's kind of like a not so expensive Magpul system, but way more functional. Because
I thought we were done with that company after the shenanigans last year.
Oh, we are, but we just steal their case every year and give them away.
I mean, yeah.
So this is the
Eiler
Rhaegar.
So if you're interested,
how much is that?
Not very expensive. With the prices were really good when we looked at it. But hold though, we should have a discount code for you guys soon too, where I think it saves a good bit. So hold for now, and we'll get you some information once I have that. I'll put on Discord. Because I get so tired. We got night vision and stuff. We change out all our cases, and I don't want to have to get new foam every time I change a configuration.
Yeah. So this is nice that if you can see it, it's like a puzzle. It's like an interlocking puzzle, and you could take out and put it back in however you want.
Yeah. The only crappy part with that is where you store it after you take it out.
Good point.
Yeah,
you just have a bag of those somewhere. Like, yeah,
no, babe, don't throw that away.
No, I need those.
It's my interlocking foam.
So they offer, you can upload, not every case, but some of their cases, you can upload a photo and they will UV print it onto your case.
So I'm going to make something I got to do while we're talking. I'm going to do the thin line. I'm going to make a night vision case do the thin line defense logo, but give everybody nods in the silhouette. So I'm going to try and do that on the case. It'll be cool.
Ryan Blaze, Jason, can't wait to get that belt for my fiance. Should I expect it by Valentine's Day? Thanks again. Yes. So
have you been the new me? Have you done?
Yeah, he has.
Yep,
he probably still hasn't mailed it. He was supposed to mail it Saturday when he got back.
Well,
it's almost Saturday a week after.
It's not me this time.
Going out tomorrow.
Ryan, you got to keep like every day. Like, don't. He's probably like, I'm trying to find a nice way to kind of like bring this up and kind of.
I have. This is Jawa's backpack.
Don't even be nice about it. Even after you get it, just be like, hey man, I
got Croak's package right here.
Croak's is a super rare one too. Like he's got. Oh, you are the worst.
Yeah, Croak got one of these.
Yeah, and didn't he get like the new? Like he got a secret like Gen 2 snake stuff tourniquet or something?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, guys. Now you guys are all waiting on Jason. Makes me feel pretty.
And then I only have one of these. This is going to one of our viewers. You guys might be able to guess who's getting these.
I know. Yeah. It's Joe's
boyfriend. I already messaged him. So yeah, I have not mailed anything out. But everything's going to go out tomorrow.
That's awesome. I owe some stuff. I gotta send some stuff too. Yeah, don't feel bad. Some stuff.
Dude,
Like, hey,
He owes
guess
me stuff. He owes Joe stuff.
guess what I'm having to do?
what?
What's that?
Retire a set of Rockies.
Oh, finally.
Oh, are we moving on to something else?
No. Retire one pair. The other pair already being broken in. They're already up and running. But you know how bad it is if I'm retiring a pair.
Oh, it's got to be like I bet you can see your
holes
sock.
in it. There's holes in the bottom of it.
See, look at him nodding his head. He's like, yeah, and it was one of those like I know Joe well enough. He's probably like saw his sock and like, I bet you 2 more days. Like I could do 2 more days.
Dude, I wore them today, bro. I wore them today, and I'm like, man, I said it last week. Like, I need to retire these suckers.
Like when you
Like,
feel
I'm gonna take a picture, dude, and send it to you.
when you feel like the wet, like you feel the wet ground, and you're like, oh, that's right, I forgot about that.
Oh, dude, they've been non-waterproof for a long time. I wear them in the winter too, dude.
Oh, yeah, Prepper Book Club. Ask them about the mailing time for my patch. Remember that?
Year and a half.
Oh, that took a really long time.
That took a long time.
He got it?
On his death. Yeah, he finally got it. It was like this, where Walsh was like, every live chat, Walsh was like, oh, yeah, hey, Prepper Book Club, I got it right here.
Here's your patch. I have it right here next to me. Josh, I still owe him a sandwich shirt, like a custom. Remember, we were like, we'll send you a custom sandwich shirt. We just never designed it. He was like, oh, yeah, like that's on the list.
I got you, Jason. Thanks,
But even
buddy.
Elliot was like, Elliot Delp, I made like this whole special shirt design for him. I just never like put it in the system and ordered it. And he's like, did you ever send me that shirt? I was like, no, but I will eventually.
We're like that aunt that you have that never sends you your birthday present, bro.
Yeah,
and then like one every 4 years when you go to visit, she'll be like, oh, well, I'll just buy you that now, and you can count that as your birthday present.
Yeah.
J-Dub, we were just talking about you, buddy.
Yeah, what's up, J-Dub in a tub? It's been forever.
So yo, what up, boyos?
In there too.
What's up, boys? What's up, Hop?
We still, we just assume it's Hop.
Yeah,
I don't think it is.
I have no idea.
Hop wouldn't say boys.
That's true. He wouldn't.
Not that hip.
What's up, Brock?
Yeah.
Michael Farley. I wore my Merrills until I could see my socks through the top and the bottom of the insoles through the soles. That's impressive.
Merrills are good. Merrills are good.
We got to think of a hashtag for the entry tonight.
Oh, yeah. So why don't you show them what you're doing?
Okay, so I have
Steve Brogdon, competitive night vision. I have a hard time finding places just to shoot night vision, but I want it. I would love to.
So the O-Sight Be the Power bags,
which are great.
They're actually not as bad as like the combo bags from Shot Show Pass. A lot of hats. So if you are a hat fan, I think each bag has 2 or 3 hats.
We did get a lot.
And they're probably stupid trucker hats.
Listen,
they are trucker hats. So
yeah, most of the time we get like one hat, and I think I steal a lot of the hats usually.
Yeah.
This time around, there were so many hats. I was like, dude, you guys are good. You know what they don't get? You know what hat they don't get? So Agilite was given. We told you guys last week.
Yeah,
Agilite was given a hat, and if you didn't come fast enough, you only got a sticker to show you the hat you didn't get. So we'll include the sticker of the hat you don't get.
Yeah, you don't get the hat, but you get the sticker. Oh, there's 4 hats.
There's O-Sight hats too. Oh yeah, you got all kinds of stuff. Man, there's all kinds of good stuff.
RTS Tactical, anechoic.
There's 2 anechoic ones, I think.
Dude, it could only be worse. Remember the poop hat?
O-Sight.
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, so we got to think of a hashtag. We're going to be doing 2 giveaways at the 1 hour mark. There's like koozies and stickers and keychains. And
are you
dude, it's hashtag swag, bro.
Yeah, just swag. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you going to do the normal wheel? Because I'm making the SHOT Show page.
Yeah, I'm not doing the normal wheel. I'm doing the
one in here.
The wheel, through here.
Yeah. Hashtag swag.
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, RC time.
No, that was my drill.
Steve Brogdon said LaRue always had the best swag with the Dillo opener. They gave us one, actually. Not for you guys, though. It's mine.
Because Jason was like, hey, I always try to buy one of these and get one every year. And the guy's like, this one? And he's like, whoop.
Yep, in my pocket.
You're going to give that away? Like, no.
Well, because I got one years ago as a ornament. And every year I sneak it on the tree somewhere. And then they started selling them. You can only buy them in a pack of 6. Like, why am I going to buy 6 dillo ornaments? So I went up to LaRue. I'm like, hey, dude, I don't want anything, but I do have a suggestion. Can you start selling these dillo openers and just one at a time? I don't want to buy a 6-pack. And he was like this. Thank you. In my pocket. All right.
I'm trying to make the SHOT Show page while we're doing this.
Good luck.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to do 2 things at once. I'm going to say that right now. It's
076. I love how your name changed. Is it because you like forgot your password or something? You had to create a new one?
Who's this?
076.
Where?
Because you used to say 076, like ZERO, and it's
yeah,
076.
Probably said something mean to somebody.
Yeah, they got all angry.
Probably.
Trying to think of that. I do have a patch from. So one of these patches is going to be included. Actually, I think each bag gets 2 of them. It's a Breakthrough Clean Technologies.
Mm-hmm.
This is specifically from Tactical Java. So
yeah, let's say not Java.
Yeah, he was like, "You want swag for the giveaway? Ah, here you go."
Dude, and there's a bunch of swag like from Patch. I think patch wise we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Stickers. There's way more stickers this year, though.
Way more stickers this year. Yeah.
Stickers are cheap.
Jason showed you all the hats you didn't want, but there's actually a bunch of cool patches and stuff. Like we did a pretty good job at the end of going around.
I'll give you guys some insight into my room. Here's what I do with all my stickers.
How's that patch?
Oh goodness, Joe, you need some more. I need to send you more stickers.
Yeah, you do.
Only the cool ones go up there. Super Veil have to come off of there. I need to scratch that off.
Yeah.
And if I got any hate field up there, which I don't think. Oh, I do. I have a big old one right there. I think that's coming off there too.
Yeah.
So we were talking about next year at SHOT Show. What we're gonna do is it's gonna be like we're gonna stand a little ways off from the hate field booth. Like, hey, we're over here, SHOT Show 2026. We're over here at the hate field booth. We're gonna go see if they'll talk to us this time. And then it's just like
come right back.
Me walking out of the bathroom, like, nah, they were all really shitty.
So I will say, and me and Jason were talking about this for next year. We're going to do a lot better about having a time when we're going to be available for you guys. We're trying to focus more on making it for the people who couldn't come to SHOT Show. So we're basically we're going to tell you the exact times that we're going to be on the floor. And I think we'll probably take requests from our Discord and our members chat first and kind of they'll kind of have the first order where we go, but we're going to do our best to actually go to the places you guys say. So be like, hey, Jason, show me the new whatever pistol. Like we'll start there and like actually do a short, like, hey, so-and-so wanted to see this. Here's what it is, yada, yada. And then you can keep doing more. So we'll have like a 2-hour block or so in the morning and in the afternoon where we're going to try and go to all the different places you guys say. So make it a little more interactive. We're going to have to do some booth visits in the middle there, but that's the idea for you guys. So.
And the other thing too, we were talking about doing was maybe doing like a TLD meet and greet. Like we're gonna go have dinner somewhere. We'll tell you guys, hey, we're gonna be here from 6 to 8 Monday night, and if whoever's there could come hang out.
That really sucked. We didn't get to see the guys from Guardian Warrior Solutions. We barely got to hang out with Spicy. There's a whole bunch of people we didn't get to see that we're like, yeah, we'll come hang out in a minute, and then we just never did. Some people text me like today, we're like, were you at SHOT Show? Like, yes, I was just
because I counted it out. It was like for 17 hours we walked between 4 booths.
We're gonna fix that. I got fired. The ops core ladies were laughing about how I got fired because we're doing the marketing schedule. Like, I thought you got banned from this. Like, no, not this one, the other one.
Yeah,
all of them.
Yeah, like not this one.
Josh. So #swag is what you need to type in to be entered to win one of 2 SHOT Show swag bags that I have. We're going to give away. #swag.
Yay.
Prepared Scotsman. He says bucket list item to do SHOT Show 1 year. Would imagine it's bloody extortionate just because it's in Vegas alone. Probably for you, the biggest cost is going to be your airfare, like getting there. Like we've stayed at Circus the last 2 years, and it's $75 a night. Let's say $100 a night with the resort fee.
And maybe we have brain damage, but I love the walk. Some people are like, I don't want to walk that far. Like when we're
I don't mind.
When we're dealing with so many people. Like being out in the fresh air is awesome, and like talking about what we're gonna do. get just walking and talking. It's probably the most productive time we have every day. So I'm like, dude, I love that. We're not
Oh,
staying
Joe,
there next year.
we went to Kebab and More too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, it was good.
It was good.
Yeah, I went to a kebab place last week too. I found one here in Springs that's really good.
I
Three
think the
Afghan
biggest
brothers
thing
own it.
was telling people that you're staying at the circus. It was
Really?
always like people are like, ooh.
You can't afford
Yeah.
someone else. Like, no, we like the walk. And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
you're just idiots. Like, yeah, that too. Yeah.
It's just
That too.
weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's I will say, me and Jason learned our lesson. So the very first year, we went and we found this random. We were starving. We found this random steakhouse. We're like, we're gonna do this every year, and every year since then, the steakhouse has been mediocre to bad. And Jason's like, next year, we're just not gonna do it. We're just gonna go to what is it?
The Golden Circle.
The Golden Circle, where let's have chicken finger, like we're like Philly cheesesteaks.
Philly cheesesteak and like chicken fingers.
Yeah, and like we're just gonna do that, and we're gonna be happy because the food is gonna be good because we paid a ton of money for bad food.
It was so bad.
So
bad.
We're just laughing about it, like, well, hey, buddy, we at least get to celebrate us being here together. Like, but it's with crappy food. Like, we're never doing this again.
Never. And it's like it's the steakhouse. It is like the steakhouse on the strip.
No,
Dude,
bad.
it was horrible.
Like we could have made it.
Well, that's why they don't have to make good food.
Yeah, no, you could have made it on the grill.
Return customers don't exist in Vegas.
The chicken was really good.
Really good. Like if I took the steak, put it on the grill, and like mowed the lawn, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about the steak, and then got it out. I'd be like, it would be exactly the same. Like,
That's fair.
But bro, you forgot.
And that's their medium rare.
Yeah, I ordered a medium rare.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny because so we were talking about it with Walsh Actual, and she was like, I can't believe you did that. You never share your food because we split it. So he ordered the chicken, I ordered the steak. We split the steak and the chicken. We each had half and half. And so she was like, I can't believe you did that. You never share your food. And he was like, whoa, hold on. This taught him not to share his food because the steak that he got from me was horrible. And the chicken that I got from him was delicious.
It was just guilt. I was like, I guess I'll keep eating this because you got junk.
Did you tell them that it's terrible?
No, but I did ask. The guy got surprised when I asked him for steak sauce. Like, steak sauce?
Like that was 100% an offended face. He's like, you got steak sauce? I'm like, no. Jason's like, ooh, what else you got? Got ketchup?
I'll take anything. This is absolutely terrible.
He brought something, right? It was like A1 or something.
He brought Heinz
something.
You just have 2 pieces of bread that I can put this in between and make a sandwich out of it because this is terrible.
Oh, I don't know.
See, 076 says steak sauce is sacrilege. I never use steak sauce. This was so bad.
Like I laughed about it.
It was cooked great. Like it was perfect medium rare. It was like they didn't season it. The only seasoning was the burnt flavor.
It wasn't even medium rare.
That's when you need Worcestershire sauce, dude.
It was like medium well.
No, it was medium rare.
Okay.
It was a little bloody. 076. My daughter got to go to Vegas the week before SHOT Show. She went with my stepmom and some friends. They stayed at the Venetian and saw the Eagles at the Sphere. The Venetian's expensive.
So let's put in perspective. Where we stay at is like $70 a night. The place we're just go back over to Treasure Island, which is like I think it's like $250 a night. Venetian's like $1,500 a night.
Yeah, that's crazy. I think DM paid $1,500 a night.
Yeah, and like when you go into the rooms, like the way that you would think to yourself, like, oh, well, the room is supposed to be way better. The circus room and the Venetian rooms, well, maybe not Venetian, the Treasure Island ones are identical. Like they don't give you a coffee maker because they want you to go buy coffee. They don't give you a microwave because they want you to go buy food. They don't give you an ice maker because they want you to go buy drinks. Like they give you nothing. Like you get a TV and 2 beds, and that's all you get, and a safe. I think you get lucky when you get an iron.
Yeah.
So, like, don't think you're getting like, oh, this room's so much better. You're just paying for the convenience of being in that casino is all you're paying for.
This is all we have so far for the giveaway.
Come on, guys. What are you guys doing?
They don't want SHOT Show swag.
They don't want these. You guys don't want crappy hats. Like, okay, we showed you guys the crappy hats. Jason, show them some of the better stuff. Like,
I gotta go digging through.
Way better stuff in there. He's just like, you guys got these 4 doo-doo hats.
Look at these horrible hats. I tell you, some of my favorite swag. If he's still in here, let me go to this other view, so you can actually see it. So this is a spicy snafu one of our viewers here. He's got some swag. That's cool. Born the LARP.
That's cool.
What else do we got in here? Koozies. I'm just grabbing. Oh, here you go. F Fuds. Patch. That's a patch. This is a proper pile of poop patch.
I thought Josh was getting that one.
I think I have an extra one that I can send to him.
Yeah. So hey, Sam, you didn't miss the giveaway. It's #swag. It's good to see you, by the way, buddy.
Some more spicy snafu.
Does your automatic, like as they say it, it just automatically grabs them and throws them in?
No, I have to manually put it in.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, wow, that's fancy.
Tons of stickers. Low Light Innovation. This was kind of cool.
When did you go to LLI?
I went when you were schmoozing Nocturn.
Oh, I love Nocturn.
Dude, this is my favorite spicy snafu, like the Star Wars.
Dude, Josh, I was like, yeah, poop patch.
Patch. A lot of staccato pat. We got tons of staccato stuff. I got the staccato HD.
Why is there so much why is there so much butt hugging around staccato? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Maybe one of you guys can maybe say in chat like why they're mediocre. Like it's mid. Like they're straight mid and they're treated as like, oh, they're the premier pistol that's out there. Like that's okay.
A Griffin Armament. I like that. It's like a Forest Service
cool
patch or sticker.
Can't think dating really takes up your time. Yeah, don't do it.
Draco patch. This is like the biggest patch we have. This O-Sight patch.
That was going to be a tricky one because
it was kind of funny because we went to the unveiling of their O-Sight and they were like, "Okay, on the count of 3, we're gonna say, see the power," and I was like, I yelled out, "Be the power!" And Walter next to me, he's like, "It's see the power." See the power.
Steve Brogdon, they're the apple of the gun game. Maybe that does explain it. Maybe that
Block keychain.
That's
my
why.
Kids. I brought extra of those because my kids were loving it. Huxworks flow sticker, dude. It's just like I'm just grabbing handfuls of stuff out of there.
Bailey, you're probably right on that one too. He said people who can't afford expensive guns who don't know anything about 2011s are responsible for staccato stroking. It seems to make the most sense. Oh, staccato is the Glock of 2011s. All right, that's helping me to kind of process what the brain damage.
Yeah, they weren't the first, but they were the first big, and everybody latched onto them.
Yeah. Another YouTuber says, y'all ask Nocturne why they don't have any stock ever. Because they're popular, but the issue is they usually have housings. They because they have such a good big dealer network, they make housings for their dealers, and their dealers get the tubes, and then they get tubes from the dealers. So they kind of have trouble getting a large amount of tubes. So that's interesting, but why are the nods in his eyeball? Whatever, it doesn't matter. If you're looking for a setup from Nocturne, hit them up. They will make it happen. Sometimes the website is deceptive as to what's really going on.
True. Oh man. Now I've spent all that time showing off some of the stickers. Now I got to catch up and.
Why are we being mean to Ryan Blaze?
What did I do?
I don't know. Bailey said being mean to him. I don't know. I'm missing it. I don't know what. I think he's agreeing with you. I'm lost. Sounds like he's saying the same thing, and then they're like, "No, we're both angry because we agree." I don't know. I'm not paying attention. One good thing. Speaking of Nocturne, though, it sounds like we're going to be able to show off a ton. Oh, they have no number, just a contact email page. Oh, well, that's interesting. We're going to be showing off the new Talon and the Raptor. Either way, I know they just have the contact email page. They do email back. If you can't get a hold of them, get a hold of me, and I will help you. If you're something you're trying to order, because if I say, hey, someone's trying to order something and it's not necessarily on the page or they have questions, I will help you. So.
Croak says they still get mad IG flex points for real, no cap. That Riz.
Sounds
like my kids.
My kids would be so mad.
Josh says that keychain is not Kelly legal, dude. My daughter, the schools here, they're very like no nothing even resembling a gun. So she has like 5 of those on her keychain, and she never puts it in her backpack. She always leaves it on her desk, like
Good for her.
pushing the teacher to say something.
Yeah.
The closest it got, the teacher was like, "Are those your keys, Isabel?" Yeah. Like walking away.
Mm. Go fix your man bun.
076. Croak, you cooked, bro.
Oh
Slay.
no, my kids would be my kids would be like, stop, we're doing that.
Skibbity toilet.
Skibbity toilet.
I always like make up words for them. Like I'll make up hip words. Like, hey guys, this is hip when you say it. It's like, Dad, you can't just make it up. Like, no, you can't. Like, you can't. That's
Yeah,
what you have to do. That's
somebody did. Somebody
so
did,
Ryan was
and you
talking
followed
about-
it.
He says staccato less than mid. Garand's recent video, only the 1911 and 2011 drop tests, they both fired, Walsh. The P320 dropped from super high and several times didn't go off. Staccato is a hard pass. And Croak says that's any 2011, 1911 for the most part design and not a problem in the real world for the last 100 years.
Yeah, I'm not trying to give him grief, but yeah, that is kind of an educational thing. Definitely, sorry, Ryan, not trying to come across as like you don't know any better, but that's kind of like the design and why the Staccato HD is a different design, a design that actually they moved away from. I think they just wanted it to say it's drop safe so it can pass Garand Thumb's kooky test, but it comes with other caveats that are like, I don't think I want that trade off. Like you get Glock mags, but everything else sucks. So that's one thing. So.
All right, so I know your answer. I'm gonna ask if you were to buy a 2011 right now, what would you buy? But
He's a bull fan.
you're a Bull Armories rope, so
well, and I'm a bull guy because I think with the stuff you get for the money is crazy. We did stop by the OA Defense, and I did legitimately say to them like, hey, I am so far down one path that I don't think I can give honest reviews because I don't know other manufacturers. So we're going to see some of theirs later on, and we're going to see some other stuff too. But
I'd like to see the Kimber.
My grandpa wants to see the Kimber.
Yeah, I'm sure he does. Oh, is that not hip or cool enough? Did that not have enough Riz for you?
Cool. I'm saying he's cool. My grandpa's way cool. No, I would say like
oh, dude.
I don't know.
For a Kimber for just over 2, I think it's right around 2,000. Like that interests me.
I don't know, like a Kimber on the side of it, it's written on the side. Like I assume it's going to say like only fire 1 shot per second. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. This is what.
Oh, it's a FUD gun.
FUD gun. Yeah, I was like, oh.
Why? Why do you think that?
That's because every ding dong, like I need to get my gun at Cabela's. I got a Kimber. Like, oh, you god dang it! I got another one.
Every 80-year-old range officer at the range carries a Kimber.
That's funny.
Justin Squire says nobody wants to see the Kimber. Like, guys,
I
got something cool to show you guys. You guys want to see it? They're like, same response to me. Like,
yeah, I do. I wish I had really stupid money because just from the comments right now, I would go buy 2 of them and I would do weld them. Like just to piss everybody off.
Brogdon says, I'm still buying the PhD 4.5, even with the overhype.
I'm telling you, that was bad.
Yeah. And it might just be that I would think. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I would think that if they're going to put some guns on display, they would put like the best that they have. Like, hey, make sure that those feel really good and triggers work well. And they didn't. It was like, hey, take the slide off and pour a bunch of sand in that trigger well and then put the slide back on and then put that on display. And everyone's like, good idea, boss.
And then as a marketing guy, just stand there because you don't actually have to do anything. It sells itself. Like, this is the way to do it.
Yeah. We had a couple law enforcement guys that we ran into and they were geeking out about that. And we were like, hey, go try the Bull Armory ones. And we were down there when they happened to be down there and they were like, dude, this trigger is so much better. But I get it. On the law enforcement side, when you have an agency that has purchased 50 Glock mags per officer, like, okay, it makes sense to go that route. But I think the Stealth Arms Platypus was better. It felt better.
Not only that, too, even at the OA Defense, I don't remember the guy's name, but we go down there and he's just one of their shooters. And dude, we're doing nothing but cutting up and like picking on each other. And he's just a normal person talking about their guns. And he's like, actually use it and this, that, and the other. And he was just a generally good person where at Staccato, no, like he was nothing but excited to talk to us at the OA Defense booth, where at Staccato, they were really excited for whenever we were gonna leave, and
Mm-hmm.
oh, dude, you could feel it. Like, and we were just like the only people there. Like, yeah, it's that. Yeah, it's this. Oh, you want to learn something? Well, he's telling them about it. You can go listen to him. Like, dude,
Yeah, they gave.
why? Like, I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna. I don't
now,
even
to be
care.
fair, it was the last day of SHOT Show.
It was, but
They're
still.
probably sick of seeing anyone. Croak says a 2K11 is actually a decent gun, a non-FUD Kimber. There you go. There you go, Walsh.
Steve Brogdon agrees too.
Croak and Joe are in alignment here.
See,
We're
I'm
just old. We're fuds, obviously.
If you told me like Joe, I'm like, is Joe a FUD? I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a hard time saying no to this.
Josh, hear me out. A double barrel shotgun that shoots 45 ACP from below, the perfect FUD weapon.
Hey, so another YouTuber says every day that 1911 gets closer to a Glock, the more folks love them. Brock, we know that's you. Like, we know. Like, there's nobody else would say that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Croak says Kimber pissed the FUDs off. They used a gasp external extractor sacrilege.
How you gonna win?
Perfect.
How you gonna win a war with that?
The original. How are you going to win the war with the original design?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Bailey
Weird.
says HB is shipping with metal mags for a reason. Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm
Interesting.
lying. It's an internal. But Sig's 1911 had an external on it.
So Zach Fett did say the OA defense magwell is ridiculous and not in a good way. I think you're right. I think it was a little bit crazy. I don't think I played with it. Shush, just a little dox. See, we do just a little bit. Just dox a little bit. It's fun.
What do we do? Who do we dox?
No one. We're trying to call out another YouTuber for saying it's Brock. But,
Oh, it is Brock. 100%.
Because he likes Glocks.
He hasn't got a haircut in like 7 weeks. You put milk on his face, have his cat lick the hair off.
That's disgusting.
Like, what was going on?
Hey, why don't you come back on here when you hit puberty, Brock?
Prepper says, "What's the most non-gun booth you saw at SHOT?" Dude, we don't go to gun booths. Like you probably think that we do gun booths at SHOT Show. We are at OpsCore, Nocturn, Agilite.
I tell you, no, I have an answer to this. The
Darn
one that
tough
I saw,
socks.
darn tough socks, 100%.
Darn tough socks. Yeah. No, Derek Murphy, you didn't miss it. Put in hashtag swag and you win. This one's you're gonna win.
You won't win. You'll hashtag swag and you'll be entered to win. There's only like 15 people. We got 45 people on here.
Josh,
they're like, dude, I don't want an O-site bag full of stickers. What do you?
You can just ditch the bag. Like you don't have to keep the bag. It's
just
better
throw it
than the other one. It's better than the SAR bag. The SAR bag is
or you can fart in it and then throw it over your significant other's head.
You could do that.
There's choices.
But Josh, you made a comment about the quad chimeras. We will revisit that later.
We glossed over that because it didn't matter.
No, it does matter.
You didn't have to bring it up.
I did. I'm excited. And it'll be fun. Yeah.
Derek Murphy says, I better win, Walsh. Walsh just said I would. If I don't, it's false advertisement.
I don't think I ever said that.
You are going to win the Wheel of Disappointment. You are going to be disappointed.
I would enter, but I'll save the potential balash of international shipping.
Yeah. It's
dude,
like,
I'll pay to ship it to you.
It's like $900 to ship it or something. Like, dude,
$900.
it's literally a bucket of trash. Like, I'm not going to pay $900 to ship a bucket of trash to you.
But I'll ship it to you. I'll put it in a USPS international envelope.
Could you imagine you have to fill out like what's in it, and it's just like like a bunch of stickers.
Ball ache, not balash.
Okay, I don't want you have to deal with the balash. Like, no, ball ache.
Ball. There I am trying to be all fancy.
Another YouTuber's trying to throw us off that it's not Brock, but we know you're just trying to throw us off. That's really you. We know it's you.
Definitely Brock.
Yeah, you're not tricking us at all.
So we're going to be spinning this in about 15 minutes. We'll spin it. So spin it once, then remove the winner, and then spin it again for the second bag.
Yeah. What other questions you guys? I don't know if we're still doing SHOT Show stuff, but let me know if you guys have have questions about anything we're going to do later. Some things that we didn't. Did we talk about the Canic booth?
No, we didn't.
I haven't followed up with them. So Jason did run into them. Yeah, I'll let you tell the story. Go ahead. Sorry, you were
Yeah,
there.
so I forgot who it was. We had some people in Discord, I think, maybe YouTube comments, talking about going by the Canic booth. And we didn't really have time until the last 2 days. So we were going by. Someone saw the city and state, because you have like the city and state on your name badge. And he was like, "Oh, I was born there." And we just started talking to one of the Canic reps. And so he happens to be the Western, like the sales representative for Western US. And he was like, "Dude, I come up there. My stepdad and mom still live up there. I come up there every other month. If you want, like, we could bring guns up and you could try them all out." So we're gonna see if we can make something with Canic happen here in the near future. I have his
That'd
card.
be
I got to
fun.
message him. Yeah, it was really cool. Fun
There we
talking to him. He again, because it was the last day, he ran out of Canic specific swag, but there's a bunch of Century Arm patches and Drago patches, that stickers and stuff that he gave us to include in the swag bag. Really nice guy.
It was like the complete opposite of
Staccato.
well, not that
Hayfield.
of Hatefield. Yeah, it was
Oh
like
yeah.
Yeah.
we're like we don't know why you're here. This guy's like, oh, you guys want to do some stuff cool? Like, but we didn't say who we were yet. Like, that's okay. We'll do something cool. I'm Canic. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. All right, we could do that.
Yeah. He was good, man. It was fun just chatting with him. And he's like, "Oh, I haven't been up there in like 6 months. Is this like we knew some of the same areas?" And for someone that, I'm not from this area of Washington that I live in, but to know some of the stuff that he was talking about. Where do you go shooting? Oh, I go out here. Zachariah Keogh, I got you entered. We will see. We got like 10 minutes. We're gonna be spinning this thing.
What do you think about? So someone bringing up the Strike comp. What do you think about the stuff at Strike? This is my response. Like, they showed us all kinds of cool stuff, and I was like, neat. But I mean, I don't know. Ryan Blaze, he's saying, Agilite booth question. I have a second layer admin. Would you recommend the new phone case instead, or just run the second layer admin?
You're gonna put your phone in it. If
Yeah,
you are, then I think the phone case.
Yeah,
Just because it's a little bit more durable.
Yeah, and it's designed for that. If you're not using your phone, you're not doing A-Tac, then go the other way. But it just depends on what you're doing. I would use the right tool for the job. I don't have that phone case, and I think the one we saw was even a near final prototype. But I think it's pretty close to being done. I am curious if they're going to do like a window on it, though. Why are you muted? How did you get muted?
I was saying I have just the second layer admin. I love this thing, but I don't keep my phone in here.
No, same. Like, I would probably do a different setup for a phone. I'm very curious. What are you guys from a civilian standpoint, kind of in the viewers? What are you guys thinking about the Agilite Reaper chest rig, or just chest rigs overall? I have my own butt hurt about them, but I'm just curious. I mean, we're gonna show it off, and I think it is smart for what it is. It's just not my favorite. I'm gonna have to be like nice about it. I'm just curious what people think about chest rigs.
SS has a question. Nocturn alpha mount. How would a battery pack connect to the hot shoe on the alpha mount? Correct me if I'm wrong, Walsh, but I thought they don't. It's like they have it set up to eventually get there, but it's not ready for that yet.
So yeah, if I had to guess, right, and because basically what's happening, you're seeing some tools that have come. You got the battery pack and you have the alpha mount, but the thing that connects in between them doesn't exist yet. They are some smart boys over there at Nocturn, though. So I would imagine you're going to have a plug that's going to be near the side or on your shroud. So then it's just going to actually connect into your shroud, which would then have the hot shoe. So, or it'll be something like the OpsCore power path system. I don't know. Like, would everything be powered? I don't know. We have to see all that. But I think initially it's just going to be the front section. But I bet even OpsCore's gonna have something cool with that.
Steve Brogdon's asked, did Disco 32 have a booth this year? I don't know. We didn't go by it if they did.
I think they're tied in pretty closely with Spiritus. If they're not even the same people, I think they're the same people and they just pretend not to be. I'm 99% sure about that.
I would too. Steve Brogdon, chest rigs are great for run and gun shooting comps.
Yeah, and it's a good point. I think I'm just saying more from like a prepared citizen. Are there situations where a chest rig makes sense? Like that's the part I'm struggling with of like when I want that.
So this is Zach Fett says Agilite's Reaper chest rig looks good and seems to adjust well,
It does.
but I'm not buying one.
And I think I'm with exactly with Zach. Like I'm probably going to say exactly those words. Like I think it is fantastic, and I think it adjusts well, and you could throw it over a coat or a carrier or run it slick or run everything else. But I would buy the Sub-Zero. I would buy a more functional system. But I guess I'm trying to make sure I'm not being closed-minded on it either. I'm like, oh no, you want it for this. I'm like, oh okay, that's where I have a lack of knowledge there. I want to make sure to consider that too.
TPS says, I would imagine there would be a port on the top of the mount for easier routing along the helmet. Yeah, there will be eventually.
I wish it does go along the top too. I don't want it to go on the side. I want it to go forward.
I like how the pulls go forward, but seems more of the same.
And Bees has done those side forward pulls for a while. They just don't market really well. Not as well as Agilite does, but Bees has done that for a while. I think the system that Agilite did it is a little bit more refined. But I think Bees was the only other one doing that.
Emerson Chaddon says they have their place. I keep one under the backseat to grab if need be. But what would you? So if need be, like what situation would you grab a chest rig out of the back seat of your truck?
Not in any way saying you're wrong, but I think that's what we're struggling with. Like, and I think Joe brought this up like a long time ago. Of like, okay, you're responding to a situation, and you're using the chest rig to get to your gear, right? Where you're like, oh, I'm using this mostly as just to fight my way out of a situation. We're like using it to go into a situation. That doesn't make any sense. And particularly as a prepared citizen, I guess you're like, hey, this is just me to retreat and get to my gear, and then
if you're hiking, especially in bear country and stuff like that, or hunting, like I could see all that, but
totally.
This is so Murph 420 says chest rig rural, plates urban.
I could see that.
Thanks. I really like a chest rig for hiking. That's the only thing that I use mine for.
Here's my thing. If you're in a place, okay, here's my conundrum. If I'm in a place where I'm likely to get shot at, why would I not need plates? Like, wait, hunting and hiking, we're in bear country. That's totally different. Like, I don't think as that prepared citizen, that's being a prepared hiker, right? That's just a little bit different scenario. If I'm somewhere where I may get shot at, I probably need plates. And if I'm not going to get shot at, then why do I need a gun with bullets, right? So am I going to shoot people that aren't going to shoot back? Like that's a war crime. Like, I don't understand what I'm doing. Like hiking though, like, yeah, that makes sense. Like that would be cool. But do you need?
So this is good. Dr. Dole, I like this. Chest rigs work well for search and rescue and disaster relief. Totally. I really like that.
Yeah. But I guess in that situation,
the pseudo backpacks.
But again, I'm like, okay, are you going to be engaging an enemy that's not going to be engaging you? Like, are you going to be shooting survivors? Like, that's where I'm like, I get it. I get it for in that situation, non-weaponized. Like, okay, I just have rangefinders and gear and medical and all that stuff. Like, okay, totally tracking. But like a rifle and a magazine.
I'd build it out if I was in hog country or bear country. That's what I build it out for.
And that's the only time I'm like, I totally with you. Or I'm like, I'm hiking and I have like I want binos, I want GPS, I want all that stuff, and like, oh, cool, and a gun on there, but I don't need 8 mags. You know what I mean?
Brock says Hill People Gear does it best, which is, I have 2 of their rigs. I love them. Well, I don't anymore because I gave one to Jawa and one to I need to buy another one, but I do think they do it best. Hill People Gear.
Did you guys see that video that I sent with the dirt biker?
Oh yeah, ran into the bear.
No, the bear ran into him. He was like, "I ran into a bear." Like, no, dude, the bear ran into you. Like, you didn't. Yeah. You were driving straight.
But you saw what happened, right? Like that dude was pretty darn clear headed. So for the audience, that guy jamming down a trail on a enduro type bike, and it's pretty brushy. And a small black bear, runs from the left-hand side and kind of comes onto the trail and then jumps off on the other side. and front tire hits, and he drops his bike, but it pins his foot. And instead of freaking out, like he grabbed the bike at first, but it was on her foot. So then you see him do something, and then next thing you know, there's a pistol laying on the ground. Like he got a pistol out and put it down right there where he could easily access it while he got himself from underneath the bike.
You know what he
I was
pulled
like,
that
good for him.
from?
No.
Chest rig.
Probably.
Like you guys.
That's why I'm bringing it up.
Yeah, it was in bear
right.
country. You're exactly right.
Yeah.
This
And
is good.
I don't disagree. I think that
076 says chest rigs are like tactical range ladders, great for training, not so good for stopping incoming rounds.
no, and we did mention that too. Like it's kind of we talk about like, hey, you're gonna go do a training class. I love a chest rig for a training class. I love that because then I have all my kit in the normal place, but I can be a lazy ass and not actually wear plates. Like I love that. Like I could be an old man in those classes. But when it comes down to like actually using it, yeah.
We got about 3 minutes left. We're gonna spin twice for the SHOT Show swag pack giveaway. If you don't see your name on there and you want to be entered, about 2.5 minutes left. Hashtag swag, and I will enter you in. Garen Wilson, what's up, dude?
Can I share one? So, guys, I want to let you know too. I finalized the Garen. What's up? I finalized the story about the FFL stealing my suppressors. I was sharing with the guys. There was one last chapter with it today, but it sounds like they're just gone. They're gone at this point. I'm going to finish. I'm going to get that video out as soon as I can. We just already have one set for this weekend. I'll get it out. I'll try and include whatever final wrap up there is. But there was some last minute shenanigans.
I want to see the video that you make about how to file a lawsuit in small claims court. That's the video I want to see.
But here's how you do it. I think there's a limit. I think that's something people.
Yeah, like 3,000, I think.
Yeah, it's like 2,500 or 3,000. So
yeah,
you need to remember that too when you're buying cans or buying expensive guns. If someone were to take them from you and they're worth more than what you can get back, the max in small claims court, be aware of that because we're seeing a pretty big loophole where FFLs can just take stuff. And even Jason and I were hearing one. You'll hear this in the video. We're sharing the story with one guy at the where the Huxwork guy was saying, like, yeah, they heard about a cat can, a KAC can, where the FFL just there's a really rare can, and the FFL just didn't process the guy's paperwork and refuses to, and just owns the cans now.
Yep.
I mean, think about it. Anybody could be in the same situation, just not cans. So you go on to whatever website and you buy a pistol. You have said pistol shipped to FFL because that's required. You have to go in there and do a background check. What if said FFL gets pistol in and just puts it into an inventory or sells it to somebody else?
Sells it, yeah, and never calls you or tells you like what we're seeing some of the stories in the Google reviews. I'll show you guys. If the FFL says they never got it,
arson is the answer.
It's not the answer. We're learning that. That's for sure. So we'll share the story, but like there's very little recourse, and even the ATF in those situations, ATF don't care. Silencer shop don't care. Nobody cares.
I think what was interesting was the discussions with some folks at SHOT Show where we would go up to some of the suppressor companies like, hey, can an FFL steal your suppressor? And they were like, no. And then we'd run them through this scenario, and they were like, oh, they could.
It's like, that would be really bad for their business, though. Like, what if they're shutting their business down? Like, well, they wouldn't care.
Yeah.
And they would just do it. Like, yeah. So soon I did the final version. I think it's literally uploading right now. So look, we got a bunch of people.
All right. You guys ready?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah, 60 seconds of this.
That sound is like every time. I'm not ready for it. It's like, it's not even like a good sound.
No.
Hey, Walsh, you'd be happy for me. I'm running my butt off, but this week on the treadmill, Monday I averaged 756 mile for a 5K, so 3.1.
Super.
And then Wednesday, I averaged an 844 on a 6.2 10K on the treadmill.
Joe, I'm going the other way. Where I just walk. I walk more slower. So I just walk 2 miles. And I'm like, no, I'm done with that. Like I'm done. I'll lift heavy. I lift heavy and walk slow. Like I'm done.
Yeah, my shoulders jacked.
Make a
He
run for
won.
5 minutes. 60 seconds is as far as they can go.
He won the Shaw belt and was like, "Why did you send me this?" Like.
Oh, he did. Oh, who is it? Prepper Book Club. Hey.
Dang.
Oh yeah. Must be present to win.
Oh,
Yeah,
So comment that you're here.
Yeah, because you don't want to
Guaranteed.
lose out on that slew of boo-boo hats.
Yeah.
Emerson Chad, local police didn't open a criminal investigation. I mean, if you show proof, you.
No.
Boom,
So,
there
Emerson,
we go.
check this out. So I'm gonna take this away for a second. I talked to the ATF. You can't make a police report because you were never the owner of the can. So
Right.
you were never in possession of it. You have to ask the manufacturers to make a police report. So no, you can't. You could,
But kind
make a
of. If you
report.
paid for it, you could. If you paid for it, you could. They would have to refund your money
They can
because that's stolen money.
Yeah, the manufacturer would, but that it gets just this whole mess, right? You basically have to deal with all through the manufacturer, or do small claim. Like the manufacturer would be like, "No, we sent the gun. That's on you. Go to small claims court." Like, yeah, but the police wouldn't care because you never owned it, so you can't say it was stolen from you.
Yeah, but you should 1,000,000% go file a claim in small claim court, dude.
Yeah. I mean, even
it's
Cody,
not that hard. I mean, have you seen the people on Judge Judy? Like, this can't be that difficult, dude.
No, it can't be that hard.
This is like pajama Walmart type of people being able to do this. So,
And Cody did say even regardless of the fact that you're not supposed to make a stolen report, he's like, still make a report with your police department. Even Mike from Tactical Consideration said the same thing. He's like, make the report anyway. Make them have to do the legwork. At least make it annoying for them so they're having a million of these showing up.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then take that police report and go to the courts and do small claim court.
And that's
Prepper,
how you say it. Sorry.
Prepper, send me a message on Discord or shoot me an email, jason@thinlinedefenseco.com with your address. I'll get everything shipped out tomorrow. Along with everyone else that I promised to ship out 2 weeks ago.
Good grief, dude.
All right.
I love how it's you.
For bag number 2.
I love how it's you this time and not me. Like, that's my favorite part. It's always
we're going right away again?
Yeah,
Yay. Yay.
Yeah, we're going straight to it.
There was someone, our 300th person in the Discord. I messaged them like, "Hey, you're 300th person. I want to send you something." Never messaged me back.
Oh. Hey, Robert.
They
Dole,
thought you were a junk email, dude.
Yeah, probably.
Robert Dole, would that count as fraud? Yes, but nobody cares. The ATF doesn't care. Like, nobody cares. ATF doesn't care. Like, maybe.
But dude, just to be able to see him over there in court and have to explain in court what actually happened would be well worth it, dude.
Brooke says, "I've got tracking on my package that's sitting next to Jason, so that's
That's the best.
Hasn't left Washington yet."
Garen.
Oh,
wait.
Oh, I thought Prepper Book Club was going to win. Andrew 479. All right, Andrew. Comment must be present to win.
Must be win to.
You got 60 seconds. Boy.
Must be pleasant. Must be pleasant
to win.
Be pleasant to win.
Thanks, buddy. I got it. Pepper. Garrett Wilson. That noise. That's Nancy Pelosi's hearing.
0-1 off.
Hey,
I'm here. He's like, I'm here.
Right.
I'm here.
So Andrew, you could. I've been saying Andrew. R. Drew.
Oh,
A.R. Drew.
A.R. Drew.
A.R. Drew. That's not confusing.
No.
If you're on Discord, send me a message on Discord or Jason at thinlinedefenseco.com. And he's from Rumble. He's commenting from Rumble. Look at that.
Oh
wow. Both
you're
showed
our
up
first
today.
ever Rumble winner. I'm going to throw something special in your package for being our first ever Rumble winner.
Make sure you sniff inside the bag.
Yeah, he uses Rumble, so he probably needs something.
It's a hard hat.
You don't run into things. No, just kidding. We do appreciate we appreciate it. We just like to really make fun.
And a mouth guard.
We're just like, and a mouth guard.
His teeth are important.
Good time. So, okay, funny story though. The people at Rumble did reach out to us. This is the best, on our Thin Line Defense page, and they're like, "Hey, we wanted to invite you guys over to use Rumble," and I'm like, "Hey, we already do. It's just the fact that nobody watches it, including you." Don't invite us to something we already use.
Hey, don't people with the boots already ever email you back?
They were.
When you were like when you ghosted it for the last year, no thanks. I don't want any of that
Oh yeah, yeah,
nonsense.
yeah. That lady. Yeah,
Loa.
yeah, she was like, oh, those guys at the booth were supposed to be the one helping you. I gave them direct instructions. I didn't even bother to respond because I remember when we showed up, we went there and they're like, we don't know why you're here. Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Do you want to talk at the booth? They're like, no, that's what the marketing lady's for. And we're like, okay. And she's gone. Like, yeah. Okay, well, have a good day. Like, I remember it was like a short and sweet one. I was like, I guess we're done here. Like, they don't want to do anything, and the marketing lady left. So no. So,
Yep.
no,
Oh,
no,
you didn't email. You didn't email her back.
no. This has been.
You
This
should
has been my
let.
year.
You should let Walsh actual email her back.
So Walsh Actual is about to get in charge of take over the business because she's way meaner than me.
Yeah, she is.
That's what I'm saying. You
But
should let
I
her.
think I mentioned it last week where Walsh Actual messaged me, and she was like, "I told Walsh that if I were you, I'd be sick of your shit. I'd be sick of his shit because of all the scheduling issues." So,
it's bad.
dude, it was like the day after I got home, I got an email from Walsh Actual. The hotel's already booked for next year.
Oh yeah, it's all done.
She's like, "I'm working the schedule already for next year."
Nice.
Like we'd already like planned out like what she had planned out like what booth visits we're gonna do, when we're gonna be walking the floor. I had only like one small snafu to work out with Jason of like, hey, do we want to do editing in the morning or do we want to do floor? And he's like, why don't we just split up? And I was like, why? This is why you guys are in charge. I was like, oh yeah, we could just split up. Like that's kind of dumb.
Derek Murphy says, giveaway is rigged. I'm canceling my membership and I want to speak to the manager now.
Josh.
Hey, Derek, I'm the manager. How can I help you?
Yeah, how funny would that be? If anyone has any complaints, we just send them to Josh.
Josh.
He just says nonsensical things to them.
J-Dub, J-Dub, are you still here? If you are, just chime in real quick because I got a story about you from our dinner with HRT.
What did you do with? I don't remember.
Oh yeah. So we were separated.
Yeah, I don't know.
We had like two separate tables. I was sitting. AR Drew 479. He's asking about Discord. Let's see if I could find a link for you.
Oh, I can't do it. Yeah.
You can't do it. You don't know how?
No, I can. I don't have the Cody powers.
Oh yeah.
I have one collaborator or whatever. So you guys let me do nothing.
Welcome to the team.
I just posted it, AR Drew. So I'm sitting at a table with the owner of HRT, Garrett, and Andy. Is Andy the new marketing guy? I don't know. Whatever he's doing. And then Walsh is sitting with like a couple people like across a hallway from us. And so I don't know if you guys know this. So when we were trying to get HRT to make hoodies, J-Dub threatened them, and he said, I will send you
pictures of his eggplant.
Yeah.
Pictures of his eggplant every day until he gets a hoodie.
You make a hoodie.
Well, he just wanted a hoodie.
Yeah.
So what he did is he took a picture with his finger through his zipper. Like he zipped down his pants, he put his finger through it, he took a picture of it, and he emailed it to Daniel HRT, and he said something like, "This is your warning, right? You have one more day."
They send him.
And so Daniel found like an XL sweater that they had in the stock room left over, and he mailed it to him, and that was that. But I was telling the owner, I was like, "Hey, did you know that this happened? Like, we had viewers that were willing to send pictures of eggplants to themselves until you guys make
threaten him.
They were threatening him, and he was like, "I had no idea."
Yeah, it's like that's what happened to that hoodie. Like,
yeah,
like it was probably the older red one. Like, God, it probably was.
Probably was.
Oh, that was.
I don't know.
I do want to give while we're here, I do want to give a shout out and give a little bit of love to the people who were super awesome. Number one, HRT. We got to hang out with them again. They give us there's some stuff happens behind the scenes you guys don't see where they give us a ton of support, and I think one of the main reasons we can be could do whatever we want to do is because we have people like HRT backing us up. So that's really cool. They've always done that since we were small, and they've always believed in us that we're going to be something bigger than I think we even envisioned. And also Bull. Bull Armory, he took we went out with Ben from Bull Armory. He took Jason out with us. We got to hang out with Brett from Nightwood Guns too. Super cool dude. He's fun. I got his number too, Jason. I got to pass on to you. Still probably playing some games with us one of these days, but it was just awesome to hang out with them. Sharon was awesome.
Yeah.
Teaching me all kinds of different tips to shooting and stuff. So just an overall, just a great group there. And
I will say Brent's wife thought I was way younger than I actually am. When I was like, yeah, I have 4 kids. She was like, 4 kids? You were busy talking to Ben. I don't know if you heard that conversation. I was like, yeah, my oldest is 16. She was like, were you 10 when you had her? I'm like, no,
like,
I'm almost
you're
40.
mathing out, you're like, well.
Yeah, when I was telling my wife that story, she was not happy. Who is this girl that was talking to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. My other
Don't worry,
shout
there were other people there. I had a chaperone.
last shout out we got to give to is Allie and Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney's awesome. Allie is my most annoying non-biological sister. So hopefully, I doubt she's watching this because she goes to bed at 7:00 at night because she's an old lady. She's gonna love it. I said that. I told her it was my birthday, and I was talking to her. And she's like, "Happy 60th," and I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna get it." Anyway, yeah. So a bunch of good people we work with behind the scenes. Same with Nocturn too. Though those guys are just. We hung out with them way longer than we planned.
Yeah, we did.
Basically because the schedule went sideways. But those
did
are
you tell?
fantastic.
What did they say about the anime slides?
Oh, so okay. So here's what happened. We were working with them, kind of renewing some of our stuff for this year, kind of setting it up. And Steven was awesome and put together a whole package for us, and it was really professional and really everything else as to what we were going to do this year. And then Jason saw it and he's like, wow, that's really cool. And he made like an anime slide, like why we're a good partner because we like anime. And it's
the 5 slides, like why it matters for business that Walsh and I watch anime, and
it's so stupid
because they're
Steven loved
so
it. Like
dumb.
they loved it.
So
yeah,
dumb.
I'll tell you that.
They're all anime fans over there.
Yeah.
Except for Corey. I don't think Corey is.
Garen, you didn't know Bull made Glock clones? Yeah, me and Jason also did. We both did a video on the Tomahawk.
Yeah, which is like the Glock 17.
Yeah, I don't know Glocks as well, so I think Jason's review is probably a little more from that angle. But I still go into the technical side, so I would probably watch both of those. It's basically a Glock. You spend $200 more and soup it all up, and don't have to do anything. So you like it? Jason likes it.
Yeah, I really like it. I have it. You can't see it.
Bailey says, "See, that's where I'm at." Bailey says all Glocks are bad. That's why me reviewing it was like, I don't know what to tell you guys. I don't like it. And what's funny is I did nothing but complain about the trigger like the whole time.
The whole time.
But it's the best trigger of any other Glock I've tried. I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about apparently because it really wasn't bad.
Yeah, the new one, their Gen 2 is better. It's even better.
Yeah, because I think they changed the trigger on this year's, right? I didn't get to play with it too much. It didn't seem like it had that where it you have it goes to the wall and then rolls over the sear. It seemed better.
Croak, I touched Jason's bull. Yeah, you did. I could smell it. Josh, Derek, please be considerate of our position here. We have no room and or leeway here. I'm sorry for your negative experience here today on behalf of TLD Co. My bad, yo.
So I'm like, what is he doing? Like, oh, it's a manager. He's doing the manager.
He's. We sent him to customer service.
You better believe I'm giving you a negative review.
We should get Josh shot. We could probably give him some moderator controls because Zach Fett is one of the main moderators within YouTube that he does a lot of stuff for us. We should do it, Josh, because then they can respond to some of those YouTube comments. I would love, dude. Could you imagine if people who made mean comments got Josh replies?
Right,
that'd be awesome.
It'd be like, what? What is he saying? Like, I don't know.
Eric Bergfield, random comment. Welcome. I haven't seen you comment before, so welcome to the show. I've forgotten then, but he says, random comment. I bought Kimber's new CDS9 1911-ish concealed carry pistol, and I've shot 140 rounds through it, and I've experienced a 40% failure rate to go fully into battery for the first 100 rounds.
Come up over here like, this is amazing.
Might want to reach out to Kimber on that one.
Yeah, it sounds like
breaking. He said first 100 rounds, so it should be working good
next
after
40.
that.
The next
okay.
So you said you shot 140. So the first 100, 40% failure to go to battery, and then the 40 since after the 100, it was all good.
Good to go, bro.
Is that what I'm hearing?
She running like a sewing machine,
I know
bro.
Joe had even his Prodigy. He was like, "This thing's being stupid," and then he went to go shoot a video showing how it doesn't perform, and it performed perfectly. I was
Spent money on 500 rounds and I didn't have a single hiccup, dude.
like, "Yes, it's good now."
That was the first time that I'm ever mad that the gun didn't malfunction.
Yeah, because he was telling us about how he was complaining about it for weeks on end. Like, guys, I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna make this video, and it's like perfect. Like, I don't know what to say.
Bailey said this. I don't believe him. He bought a Kimber and claimed to be able to count to 100. Not possible.
How many dip cans is this? Like, it's 100 dip cans.
Eric says, yeah, it started break-in as I had 2 full mags that fired without issues, but then the next mag had some issues. Okay.
Yeah.
Croak says, I'm at 3
Clean lube, repeat.
on my bull and not a single failure.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I want that ultralight so bad.
Dude, it's so. You never got to shoot that one, did you?
No, we didn't have it when I went out there.
You shot the EDC.
When am I coming out again? June? I think in June.
Yeah, I gotta see when we're. So there's some trips. Some of the ones we thought were jokes are not jokes. We're really doing those, and I think we're gonna go visit the Nocturn.
Oh, yeah.
So I gotta see when they want us to visit.
9-0.
Yeah. Hey, later. Yeah, we're gonna go. We're actually gonna go. We gotta figure out dates. But we're gonna. Hey, good evening. We're gonna visit the Nocturn guys. We're actually gonna go do a whole facility tour, hang out with them. Oh yeah, no 2A news. Yeah, let's get Joe on a rant. I'm sure there's something.
Dude, there's so.
Sorry, we did
There
show
was. I forgot.
Bad news in Washington State, like all around. So Joe was talking about this a little bit last week. The insurance one, the bill that they're talking about, insurance. So basically, you have to have, if this law passes. Excuse me, if this bill passes and becomes law, you have to have $25,000 of liability insurance per firearm. You have to find a company that's willing to insure you. If you can't, you have, there's 3 options. So find a company that's willing to insure you, $25,000 per firearm of liability. 2 is to show that you have the assets to cover a liability, in the case of something were to happen. Or 3, you send $25,000 per firearm to the state, and they put it in an account that stays there in case you ever have liability problem, like some issue with your gun that they could pay out of.
So,
what are your plans? Just bankruptcy? Like, I was just going to bankrupt if you sue me. Like, it's cool. No big deal. Like, I'll just solve it that way. They didn't think about that, did they? The poor people.
Yeah, they did. That's why it's next to impossible to do it yourself.
Yeah.
They made it next to impossible. You have to put all this stuff down to where that doesn't happen. So just be ready. Walsh, you're going to have to get another safe or something. That happened. Jason driving there to store his crap.
Well, here's my thing. Like, how do they know? Okay, so here's the other thing. You have to have a registry to know how many guns somebody has. Like, that's another interesting one. Like, how do they know how many you have?
Yeah, I forgot about that. So that's the other thing.
It's going to be a secondary charge.
Because it has to be, you have to show your insurance per firearm, meaning you have to, when you submit it to the state, you have to submit this $25,000 is for Smith & Wesson 442 revolver serial number, blah, 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 blah. So it's 100%, it's a registry.
Yeah, they're creating a registry.
So the SS says just do not comply till it's struck down. And that's what a lot of folks that I know are doing. Where my head has gone is for sure the state knows about some firearms that I've purchased in this state. Like everything above board, went through an FFL. They have to know about those. So if they know about those, they know Jason has at least 4 guns or whatever it is.
At least your pistols. They're going to know those.
Even at least the pistols. So if the law passes and the deadline comes about and Jason does not have insurance submitted, then what can happen? Like, what are the repercussions of this? So that's why I'm thinking kind of what Joe's saying is like, I'm going to go, my cousin lives in Idaho. I'm going to buy a safe, bolt it down in his garage and just take all my guns over there, except for the ones that I use for work.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be that.
That'll be that.
And just sit there forever. Yeah.
Until I move. Yeah.
What did happen? Oh, the ATF got sued Yeah.
For
The
what now?
ATF got sued, and during the discovery request, it was discovered that they had changed their rule about the zero tolerance policy with the crap with FFLs back in August. Didn't tell anybody.
Oh,
So all that crap were like, oh, the driver's license says they live on blah 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 circle, but it says CIR and you wrote circle, or vice versa, and they're taking away people FFL for clerical issue like that, or like not having a comma in between the last name and junior, but the driver's license does. Like they were taking away FFL, the zero tolerance policy. So they stopped doing that back in like August, but didn't tell anybody, and it was found during a discovery request. I think for GOA was suing them for something.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah. Old Dirty Shinobi says small storage unit, maybe store them there in a safe till it blows over. That's a good idea.
Hell to the no. Hell to the no.
I would just be worried about
Break-ins.
getting
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
This is Zach Fett says the states have shown they do not give a crap about Bruin. I mean, they're literally writing what they call Bruin response bills.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're just working around it. Yeah.
Croak says, "Oh, good news with the Fifth Circuit. The 18 to 21 federal handgun ban was found unconstitutional."
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, so you couldn't purchase a handgun, a pistol until you were 21.
That's
you could have a
federal.
rifle. Yeah,
Yeah, that's federal law, dude. That's been the law since before we were born.
Oh.
Yeah.
AR Drew says, as an FFL, this is the kind of crap I worry about. So one of the other things that they're pushing, which is supposed to, what they're talking about is like derail a lot of FFLs here in Washington State, is putting the onus on them on the liability side. If I were to purchase a gun from that store, and then let's say, dude, it could be like a legit, I'm trying to stop a bank robbery, and I accidentally shoot
Susie Q.
Susie Q, and then that family sues me. The gun store could be held liable as well because they were the ones that sold it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's what they're
But
doing
yeah,
is
there's still I still can't sue Ford for a drunk driver hitting me.
Right, but insurance companies
or the dealership.
Their insurance companies are basically saying, hey, if we have one claim, like we'll cover you for one claim, and then we're canceling the policy. So if FFLs can't have insurance, then they can't operate.
Mm-hmm. Hey, speaking of insurance policies, and this isn't really the insurance side, but remember all the gun thing where like, oh, if you shoot somebody or have to use your gun, what was that big company? Not Bear Arms or whatever.
USCCA?
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
Have you seen all the hoopla with that crap?
I didn't. I was kind of waiting to talk to you guys
because we called it. We said it on this show. Yeah. Like who did we talk to? What company was that?
We had Right to Bear. We had Right to Bear on.
Yeah, and I was like, hey, so if I'm found guilty for any other crime, then I'm not covered. And he's like, yeah, that's how they all are. And I was like, well, that's a crack of crap because they always tag you with something.
Yeah.
Brandishing a firearm, or they can get you for anything. They could get you for jaywalking while you had to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
And I'm not covered. They're doing that, dude. They're dropping people.
We should get them back on because I think Right to Bear changed their thing to be more like the attorneys on retainer.
Yeah, if I were looking into something, I would start looking with them. I haven't, so don't take my word for it. Do your own research, but I would start looking at attorneys on retainer. Yeah, but we called it, dude. Remember when we called all that crap? And now it's happening. It's like, man, you waste a lot of money on people that don't give a crap about you.
Eric says, by the way, Walsh, I'm the guy that comments in your night vision videos that I got a free PVS 14 monocular as it was in a random bag I grabbed after buying about $5,000 of ammo.
Oh, interesting.
It's kind of worth it. Hey, if you are a paid member, you get a special super duper secret TLD patch if you're a paid member and you have night vision.
We'll send it to you.
That's what I thought you were going to put on your gun case.
Oh, we could put that one on there. That would be a cool one. To put the nighttime patch on there, the nighttime
Mhm.
logo. Oh, you're right. We already do kind of have. I was about to make a whole new one. I'm like, wait, we do kind of already have one.
Josh,
Yeah,
talking about
it's pretty
NVGs.
cool.
Any news on the sandwich IR sandwich patch?
Where is? Hit him on Discord. Where's old Dum Dum?
Dynamic. Where's Dan?
Yeah, I'll hit him up right now.
Maurice, you're awesome. He says, "Good thing California got smacked by the Supreme Court. Washington State sucks salty nuts."
We
Yeah.
were asked for an update on the IR sandwich patch.
Ryan Blaze, is that only in Washington or everywhere where you have to have coverage per gun? That's Washington, just Washington. State. It's not a law yet, but it's a bill that they have.
They're trying to pass.
Yeah.
Did you have you seen Discord?
No, the Ow My Balls.
No, yeah, it's my good man. It's pronounced
It's
Balash.
Balash.
If you're not on Discord, you need to be. That's for sure. So you got all the gems.
Discord's awesome.
Yeah.
Croak says USCCA and Tim Kennedy drama. I think Tim Kennedy made the drama worse. What's going on with him? Like he should have just not said anything, and they probably would have fallen away.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
He's always saying something like civilians shouldn't even have guns.
No, this had to do with like it was not. I'm not going to say stolen valor, but it had to do with like, did he really do some of the stuff that he talked about in his book? Like I forgot who it was. Some podcast was like, we have receipts. We talked to people that said some of the stuff in his book is like he's full of it. And Tim Kennedy did a response video, and I was like, oh, man, he should have just stayed quiet.
Hey, on a different note, how about the crazy conspiracy crap with this helicopter?
Dude, did you see the video who posted it?
I think Joe did.
The helicopter looked like it was trying to fly into.
So that's 3 military or ex-military incidents in the last 2 months, maybe.
Yeah, because Joe, when you showed the flight path, even like me and Cody were both like, it seemed like
he was chasing, dude. And I don't know if that's real. Somebody could have just made that on a computer. I don't know. But yes, I agree with you guys. I said it from the get-go, dude. There is no way a military helicopter pilot was flying around a active runway like that and collided with a plane. Like, that's a Black Hawk, dude. Have you been in a Black Hawk when they're doing stupid stuff? That is a very capable helicopter.
Yeah.
And not only capable, you're flying into something, like, it's so capable. Oh, wait. It doesn't even have to be capable. It's a helicopter. It can come to a complete stop.
It seemed more like they missed. Like they missed the first 3. Not that they hit the fourth one. They missed 3 other ones. That's what it seemed like on the flight path.
Yeah. This is really weird.
Crinton had a question.
Yeah, so Crinton says, missed the beginning. Did you guys ask Agilite if the Reaper rig integrates with their backpack hydro pack products?
This is 100% not one of those. But the rear of it with the hydro pack?
Like the micro map?
Oh, the map pack? No, I don't think so, because there's no real like connectors into the rear. So I don't think you'd have a way. You'd have to mount it like a regular backpack, which is probably how you'd want to run it anyway.
That's a long answer to no. He didn't ask him.
Yeah, no. But you could look and see. Most of the time with chest rigs, you're going to run Alice packs and stuff anyway. That's kind of why you want to have this instead of. So usually you're going to have backpacks over it.
Derek Murphy is asking about the nighttime patch. How do I get that patch? Croak gives him the real answer, and Josh says, Derek, a signed Polaroid of your feet.
Unfortunately, it sounds like Josh, we're giving him a lot more authority, so we're going to let him run with that.
Yeah, why not? It's worked out for us so far.
My hands are tied. My hands, like I said every single time, like your manager saying all kinds of crazy stuff, like my hands are tied. Like he's in charge. I don't know.
It's kind of like a Malinois. Like, we let it off the leash. You get what you get.
How awesome!
Get what you get.
If he was in charge of the comments, because a lot of times Jason responds and I start dying laughing, and then I respond to a comment and he starts dying laughing. If Josh would be like, dude, you just do your thing. Like, you can have fun with it.
That'd be awesome.
That would be so good.
I can't believe Jason didn't let this go on as long as he has.
What?
The live?
Oh yeah.
We're only a minute over.
Dude, you're normally cutting it off 3 minutes before.
Yeah,
I know. We're having fun.
Critton, you give it. We're gonna end here, but yeah, you bring up a good thing, and I did mention that to them too. I would have liked to see this integrate into the Sub-Zero and to everything else, have it actually all connect in. That's kind of what Dynamic Principles does with their chest rig, which I think is a little bit better, where it kind of forms into a whole ecosystem instead of just being its own piece. I do agree with you that I think it would have been better to tie everything in, but that's just not what I guess now they were going for. So yeah, I agree with you. All right, that's it.
Yeah. Anything else before we close up? Oh,
Yeah, rumor.
I'm not gonna say what is happening, but if you guys are folks that pray for Cody. He's kind of his family's going through a tragedy right now. Our thoughts are with him. Keep him in your thoughts and prayers. That's why he wasn't able to join us tonight. He's going to have to be doing some traveling, help support some family. So props to him. Hopefully everything goes well, man. And we're thinking of him.
William, you won like twice and you missed it because you weren't here. So yeah,
Yep.
he came late to the party, dude. I can't believe you were like you missed it.
Spun the wheel and
You won twice.
we did.
We're
Yeah, must be present to win, and
Yep.
you did not comment.
We were like, man, he's the coolest, and he's gonna miss out. Just kidding. Did you see Garen's? Did you see Garen? You got 10 seconds. Garen's rumor. Did you see that?
This is probably false, but I keep hearing PSA is buying Celtic. That is 100% true. All right, guys, have a good night.
All right, have a great one.
Get it? I have no idea. No idea.
Celtic smokes a lot of crack, so I don't know, man. Like,
all right, guys. No, we appreciate you guys being here as always. I promise I will get these packed up, get them sent out tomorrow.
sure, Walsh. Sure.
Yeah. And as always, we appreciate you guys being here. We will catch you next Thursday.
Later, guys.
Adios.